Right, this is the completed basketball hoop, and it's pretty straightforward, as you'll see. I haven't seen anybody put any pictures up yet of this thing.
Mommy,
I found it to be pretty easy to put together, actually, and I didn't need a second person to do it until I got up to the top. And that's the part that matters when you get to the top. And as you're going to see here, you've got the hoop. At its lowest level is probably about 6 feet, 8 feet actually, maybe 7, something like that. I didn't measure it. And you've got to put this thing on. You're definitely going to need 2 people. You got to put this through here, and you got to connect to these bolts right here. These are new bolts. This is already on. You've put this bracket on that goes up here, and you've got to connect it all the way up at the top. Somebody is going to have to stand on a ladder in the back, and then somebody else is going to have to be up front manhandling this net piece and holding it in while you're screwing here. That was pretty tedious because you can only turn about 1/8 of an inch depending on the type of wrench you're using at a time. So just be prepared for that. It's not very heavy, but you're going to need 2 ladders, or you're going to need to stand on something high for both people to do it. My wife and I had to put it together. The rest of this, you see this post, it was very simple to put together. And it just connects down here on the bottom very simply. There's a couple of bolts. You just push it up, and then you screw these brackets in. Very easy, actually. And if you just think about the instructions before you do it, you shouldn't have any problem at all. It took about 2 hours. One thing I want to show here is that the goal isn't, this board is flush against the post, and some of the reviewers talked about that. So in some of the other basketball nets, it's pushed out a little bit. It does, what I've noticed is that if the ball's coming in fast and swishes in here, it's going to hit the back of this post and go around, so you kind of have to chase the ball a little bit. And if you've got bigger kids who are trying to dunk it, they might run into the back of it. But otherwise, it's good. And the board, the headboard is fine. It's a little small, but we've got little kids, so this thing works great.